This is Brianna B, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about 10 things that you should know as a woman, okay? These are things that I had to learn throughout my journey. The first one, my love. I know society has taught us to be hard, but it didn't teach us to be feminine, right? So I need us to understand that a real man will never be intimidated by a woman's success. You're just with the wrong man, okay? So you can be successful, feminine, and soft. Always remember that. Number 2, heal your inner child first in order to become the best version of the woman that you were created to be. Because as you know, if you don't take time to heal, what'll happen is you'll take a lot of that hurt and pain from your childhood into your relationships. So I want to encourage us to focus on healing so that we can give the best versions of ourselves to our partners, to our families, to our loved ones, and to ourselves. Number 3, relationships are 100-100 and not 50-50. I know they told us when we were younger that a relationship is 50-50, a marriage is 50-50, but in actuality, you should always focus on healing yourself first, and then you go into a relationship whole. That way you're not actually depending on your partner to heal you, right? Because your partner is supposed to be 100% as well, where they are already healed and whole, and you guys come together to be on one accord. Many times, because I've done this myself, we spend a lot of times focusing on, well, when I find my right man, my right person, then they're going to make me happy. They're going to heal all of my traumatic experiences. But the truth is, you have to do the inner work on your own, okay? The next one is my favorite, okay? Don't be a ride or die. Please understand, he will leave you for the woman that he couldn't have when he was at his lowest. That's why you see a lot of men, when they're successful, it's always what we call the starter wife, is the one that they are with when they are in the beginning stages of their career. They are trying to build their name and their image, and then once they actually make it, you typically see them what they call the trophy wife. This is the one that they couldn't have before they were who they were. And so you want to focus on not necessarily building a man, okay? Focus on yourself during this stage if you are single, and you want to focus on building your name, you know, checking off your bucket list items, checking off your goals. That way, when you get to that stage of meeting your partner, you all are already whole together, okay? So rule number 1, never focus on building a man or being a ride or die. Number 5, use reverse psychology. Example, when you stop caring, that's when he will care the most. Trust me, ladies, this actually works. When you focus on yourself, the man will automatically focus on you, because you don't want to be what we call a pick-me, right? That's the woman that's trying too hard to please him. That's the woman that's doing any and everything that he asks, because he will always take advantage of you if you operate like that and not really appreciate you. So you want to focus on making yourself a priority, because when you do that, he will also make you a priority. Number 6, the moment you have to start searching in his phone, that is the moment where it is time for you to walk away, okay? Just keep that in mind. If your gut and your female intuition is saying, hey, he may be doing something or he may be cheating, then chances are it's probably factual, because you're feeling the way you're feeling. So if you have to get to the point where you're looking in his phone or you're following him or tracking him, that's when it's time for you to reevaluate yourself and say, sis, hey, it's time for me to move on. So never get out of character, and never allow any man to put you in a position where you are now operating in a state that you normally wouldn't do if you were healed, okay? So always remember, if you have to start searching, it's time to move on, okay? Number 7, never approach the other woman, okay? Just simple as that. All right, we already talked about not going through his phone, not searching. The other rule is do not approach the other woman. Once you've already validated and you have your proof in the pudding that something is going on, just simply move on. And you just take that L, not as a loss, but as a lesson, okay? We take it as a lesson and we move in a different direction because God has somebody for you. And I know sometimes we fall in love, not even with the person or the individual, but we fall in love with the fairy tale of what it could have been. And sometimes you just have to let go of the fairy tale so that you can actually move on and find your actual right person. And let me reiterate, you have to put yourself in position, right? And I mean in God's ordained position for your life. That means focus on you, get closer to God, and you will attract the right person for you, okay? Number 8, ladies, hear me when I say this. Make your beauty a priority at all times, okay? So I want to make sure you understand, I don't care how you're feeling, just get in the habit of not being lazy, okay? Even when I don't feel my best, or maybe I'm tired because I've been working a lot, or it may be that time of the month, right? We're cramping, all those things that we experience as women. Always still make your beauty a priority at all times. You never know who you're gonna run into when you go outside, and you also never know what opportunity you may run into. So you just wanna get in a habit of always being prepared for anything. So beauty matters, okay? Always have a polished look, always look clean, your clothes are ironed, your nails are groomed, your hair is done. You don't always have to wear makeup, but just making sure you have a clean, polished look, okay? Number 9, date for stability, okay? Love fades. Take it from Big Sis. I don't care that Aunt Martha said that she's been with Uncle Leroy and been holding it down for about 40 plus years. And that's Aunt Martha's story, right? Not yours. Let her know we do not want the struggle life, okay? And that's just the honest truth. Like, we are living in a different time. You know, we have a different group of men that we have been left with. That's just the honest truth. So I want just to remind you that the important thing in order to get to where you want to be in life is to date for stability. Just keep in mind, the love feels good in the moment, but it does fade. So you always want to have a foundation. So dating somebody with boundaries and having a foundation in place is what's going to matter and keep the relationship going for years and years to come. Number 10, make sure you have a hobby. This is so critical as a woman, okay? Although you may be in a relationship, you may be in a marriage, you may be even a housewife, it doesn't matter. Make sure you always have a hobby. You utilize your passions. That way you don't lose yourself when you do devote time to that relationship or to your children, okay? So always dedicate time to yourself. That way you still have that spark in you, okay? So if anything happens, you do not fall apart. Okay, babes, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, these are 10 things that every woman should know. These are things that I had to learn along the way, so I hope it helps you. If it does, leave a comment below. Also comment any videos that you want me to create, any questions that you may have. And again, I appreciate all of your support along this journey. Again, I'm so happy to be on YouTube, and we're gonna go through this journey together, okay? So stay tuned for my next video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Mwah!